Alright, what's up everybody? Flowbrooks38 here. I'm feeling a little sick, feeling a little down, but we're gonna play some KOTOR 2. Hopefully that will cheer up both my spirits and my health. So, we're on this freaking plateau and we crashed. And that's it. I guess we're screwed. Oh shoot. Oh shoot, buddy! I didn't even know. I forgot you were here. It's knocked unconscious. You can find refuge. All right, we gotta explore the environment. I know I can tell like that's the only thing, but still, I want to make sure we're not missing anything. But that's boring, so we're gonna make it quick. Running around the plateau, trying to find some shelter or maybe some items that we're missing. If there's a rare item, I don't want to miss it. I lost track of the time signature for whatever song I'm making up off the top of my head. Also, it's not really singing because I'm just singing the same note over and over. Yeah, that's definitely where I'm supposed to go. But what if? What if we're missing something? It would appear we are not missing anything. Let's go check out this refuge. That looks kind of goofy with her legs going so fast, but as her arms are normal. Okay, time to go to the Polar Plateau interior. And we just left him behind, that's fine. Oh no, no, we just left him behind, that's cool, that's great. I don't know who these people are, but this is fine. Hello? Uh-oh.
Lay down your weapons, and you shall not be harmed.
I don't like this.
I will not warn you again. Drop your weapons, or we shall take them from you.
Do as they say. I sense people come to no harm.
I'm gonna play along for now. Oh!
Why is it that everywhere we go,
That ended
I end
well.
up in a cell? I mean, why did they lock us up? What is this place?
It is a training ground
Oh.
for Jedi.
What?
Ice
This
hole.
Ice hole?
Yes.
In this big
There's
ice
the
hole.
semblance of an academy.
I didn't realize anyone possessed an ice hole this
You've
big.
got to be joking. What is a Jedi Academy doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
It is a place hidden from the galaxy like the academy.
I'm freezing my ice hole off here.
This place. Oh, Atris, you have been clever.
Atris?
It's none of your concern.
Mysterious
Well, the sooner we're out
backstory.
here, the better. 2 crazy Jedi are more than enough for me. No one told me we were going to be dumped in
What's
a
with
nest of
your
Jedi.
what's with your
What is it about
racism?
this place that causes
You hate
such
Jedi and you hate
fear?
droids.
What do you mean? We're in the middle of a bunch of Jedi. You know how they are.
No, I do not. Not in the
Yeah, what do you mean by that?
What? What are you doing? Get out of my head!
Stop.
Okay,
Let me
I can tell Kriya is like using Force mind stuff on him,
Stop! Stop! Ah!
but it looks like...
with the fear.
I'll wait till this is over.
Guilt. It squirms in you like a worm. And the why? Ah. And there is its heart. You surprise me. I could not feel it before. Your feelings are a powerful shield indeed. Do not worry, Atten. If she is a Jedi, she will forgive. And if she is not, she will not care.
You can't
Great.
tell her.
He's evil.
Please.
Or he's done evil things.
I'm asking you. I don't want her to...
Think less of you. I hardly think that's possible.
That's
Still,
true.
There is no shame in what you ask. We all wage war with the past, and it leaves its scars. I will not speak of yours, Atten, but there is a price for such things.
What? What price?
There are those who wage war and those who follow them. You are a crude thing, murderer, but you have your uses. You know how important this woman we travel with is. Even one such as you can feel it. You will serve her until I release you.
And if I refuse?
You will not. If you do, then my silence will be broken. And then, Atten, you will be broken. You fear the Jedi, and rightly so. If Atris learns of your choices, you will never leave this place. But whatever fear you hold of the Jedi, know that if you disobey me, that my punishment will make you beg for the death that has long hounded you. Wipe the fear from your mind. You will not find blind obedience a difficult master. You chose it once. You will learn to embrace it again.
I don't know how you became such a manipulative witch, but why a vicious old scowl like
Scowl?
yourself would even bother with me is a big
Is that even a
mystery.
word?
No game of Dajaric can be won without pawns, and this may prove to be
There actually
long
are no
game.
pawns in
You are a
Dajaric.
secret
You're thinking
one.
of chess, which
Your
still
thoughts
exists in the Star
difficult
Wars
for
universe,
even
Kriya.
one such as I to read.
Yeah, I know my Star
suspect the
Wars.
self-loathing that squirms within you gives you a curious strength. Your spirit,
This
as
is a really long
diseased as it is,
conversation.
refuses to allow you to give up, no matter what threats you face and whatever wreckage you leave behind you.
Oh my god, she's still going.
Perhaps even you, at the right moment, may be able to turn aside disaster. If so, your potential is not yet spent.
Fine. I'll be your pawn. But I still think you've got the wrong man.
Perhaps. But someone has to fly the
Wait,
ship,
is that a
and the
recurring
Force
joke in
is a
Star
hard
Wars
thing to
games? Because that was in Force Unleashed
cross
too.
our path for a reason.
And in Force
Our path
Awakens.
brought us here for a reason.
I need a pilot.
I know why.
You need a pilot. I need a
The past
pilot.
is here, and it must be met before the future can be set in motion.
More Jedi speak.
No,
Care to explain?
don't stop.
No.
Jeez, Kriya, okay.
Sleep, murderer, and be silent. I need no distractions. A critical moment approaches.
Like, that was interesting, but it went on for twice as long. I wish that had been broken up into two separate cutscenes, and the second half was later on. Anyways, I could tell that she was, like, breaking into his mind or whatever, but it seemed like the conversation was just so complex that Atten couldn't handle it. It was like, cease your Jedi prattle, I can't handle it, Kriya. I thought that was funny. This is a really big bridge.
I did not expect to see you again after the day of your sentencing. I thought you had taken the Exile's path, wandering the galaxy. Yet you have returned. Why?
Okay, according to the dialogue options, I know who she is. I feel like me and the Jedi had a pretty rough time in the past. I'm gonna. This seems a little harsh. I'm gonna go 3.
Yet here you are. Perhaps you do not know yourself as well as you think. Regardless, your arrival here begs an explanation. Have you come to face the judgment of the Council, as you did so many years ago? Are you finally willing to admit that we were right
Did you
to cast
notice
you out?
I crashed my ship here? We did not land here. We happened to crash on top of the plateau that was also a Jedi temple? But whatever. See, this sounds... Number 2 sounds like such a dumb dialogue choice, but also, I don't know everything that happened. Like, I still... Did I leave to go help Revan? Is that what happened? I think we figured out that's... I'm gonna take the Team Cap stance and say we can't just stand by and let people die. Can't submit to the higher powers and let other people die. I'm getting repetitive, but I'm just trying to prove my point. Yeah.
So you said, so long ago. I didn't believe it then,
Well,
and I don't
excuse
believe
me.
it now. You sought adventure. You hungered for battle. You could not wait
Okay,
to
yeah,
follow
that's what
Revan to
happened.
war. The Jedi Order asked only for time to examine the Mandalorian threat. They urged caution, patience, and you defied them. So when you returned, you were brought before us. You were a Jedi no longer, and so you were exiled.
Yeah, I like this whole jaded ex-Jedi thing. Like, Yeah, I'm not. It's true. I'm not a Jedi. You don't need to remind me.
There was much about that day that was difficult.
Like, I don't want to be actively
Your
hostile,
words,
but also I don't want to be like,
defiance,
please let me be a Jedi
and when
again
you
right
stabbed
away,
your
because
lightsaber into the
it's
center
more
seat.
interesting.
I have kept it, so I would never forget.
That is my lightsaber, because I said it was white, right? I think. We'll play it cool. We'll play it cool.
I have always kept it, as a reminder of what can happen when your passions dictate your actions. I have kept it, so I would never forget
Jeez,
your
she does not
arrogance
like
or
me.
your insult to the
That
order.
is, she's real. Ooh, number 4 is solid. It's harsh, but it's solid. I do want that lightsaber. It's very personal to me. But I don't want to just give in. So I'm just gonna say I want it back.
It is not yours. It is a symbol of something greater which you no longer represent.
That's kind of fair.
But I am not unsympathetic to your feelings. Leaving the Order must have been difficult for you. Yet you gave the Council no other choice. You gave me no other choice.
This is obviously the dark side option, but these other 3 options are all kind of interesting. Like, number 4 is not interesting, but it also fits with my character's personality so far. Of like, let's just cut the crap. I'm not here to talk about this. But also, I feel like this conversation would strike a nerve with my character, so I'm gonna go with this one.
So your choice was to meet the aggression of the Mandalorians with more aggression. That is not
Tell
the
that to
Jedi way.
I was gonna say the Jedi Order, but that sounds. I was Revenge of the Sith when all the Jedi died because they weren't aggressive enough, but they were also general. I don't know. That analogy didn't work, but then I didn't say anything because that didn't make any sense. Let's see. Yeah, surrender. That sounds sucky. Jedi way to let people be massacred. That's solid. It's not aggression. It was defense. It was just cause for war. And okay, so these are all fairly good options to say. I like 2 and 5, but I think the conversation of answering it's not even a question, but answering the question with another question is very fitting here.
Every choice we make, whether we know it or not, sends echoes through the Force. It can awaken feelings, ignite passions, hate, anger, fear, where none existed before. By meeting aggression, by serving as an opponent against which the Mandalorians could test themselves, you fed their hate, their lust for war, and it sent a terrible echo through you. And because of it, you and those Jedi who met them on the battlefield lost their way, and you turned on us.
Ooh, the number 2 is good here. Can you turn my lightsaber off? It's kind of intimidating. I feel like you're gonna stab me. This sounds like I might have gone to the dark side. This sounds like a very Anakin thing to say. This is kind of solid, but I think I'm gonna go. I'm standing. This is a hard line stance of help the innocent people.
Of course I was. But the Jedi teachings require we examine how we may best help them. Action without reflection is not our way.
Stand in the ashes of trillions of dead. Dang it, I can't remember the quote word for word, but it's such a sick quote. I'm gonna look it up because it's so awesome. Hang on. Man. It's Javik from Mass Effect 3, but it's literally one of the best quotes of all time. I got it. I have to do it word for word or I won't do it justice. Hang on. Quotes. I'm sorry, this is really... Here it is. Stand amongst the ashes of a trillion dead souls and ask the ghosts if honor matters. The silence is your answer. I think I'm going with number 2 just because it kind of sounds like that. God, God, that's such a freaking good quote. I don't even like really agree with the thinking behind it, but it's just such a well-written line. I love it. Ooh, this is she's gonna say you're wrong, but that's an interesting argument to make. Yeah, I'm going number 2. Let's stand in the ashes of a trillion dead souls and ask them if honor matters.
There was no guarantee that marching to war would have saved the Outer Rim. In fact, quite the
You
opposite.
didn't know that at the time? That seems very jingoistic. I'm not going to say that. That one sounds more reasonable. I love the periods here. Revan won the war. I think this... yeah.
A physical victory, perhaps, but the real victory lay in...
Oh wow, I just get to... I just get to interrupt her, but I get to take my time picking what I'm going to say. There's something about that scenario that's just really funny. Okay, number 1. This one's also really well written. This is like finishing her sentence, so like that's very fitting, but this is also their cold thing when no one is left alive to appreciate them. I like that. I'm going with that. I just keep doing this. She's in the middle of her line and she's like, "Okay, I know you want to say something here. Go ahead and think about what you want to say." You do not know. Oh, no, your turn. I'm sorry. You go. I actually really like it is goofy that my character's moving, so clearly this is happening in real time, me thinking about what to say, but I do like this dynamic of like actually getting to be in the middle of an argument. This is that's brutal. That's nice. But I feel like she could argue against that pretty well. This one's good, but it admits that I didn't know what I was doing, and I still want to stand by, like, I felt very right in what I was doing, so... But this is, like... This is personal... Oh, please just sounds too sassy. And 5, I guess, ends the conversation. So, I know this probably makes very little difference on the conversation, but I do like thinking through how I would phrase things, so forgive me for taking my time here. Malachor V with the Jedi Farmers. I like the sassiness behind this one. But this one, like, responds directly to her. I like this one.
How dare you? The Mandalorian Wars should have been your grave, and Malachor V is where you should have died.
Ooh, you hate me. Oh, that's good. This second one is a little bit more straightforward, but you weren't. I could do the old war veteran thing of you weren't there, you don't know. Yeah, I'm turning her own teachings against her.
You see shadows where there are none, and hate where there is none. You are blind, as always. I tire of fighting with you. You lust for war, and you always will, and you have succeeded in distracting me from my questions. So answer.
Oh, she got calm there really quick.
If you cannot seem to admit the council was correct, then why are you here?
Oh, geez, we're back to this choice again. Yeah, they're not... None of them are my friends. I kind of like Bao-Dur, but other than that... But I guess I'll ask.
Your concern is noted. Your
Except
friends
for
have
when
not been
Kriya
harmed.
just
They
made
have been
Adam pass
detained
out.
for their safety. I find it unusual that you are traveling with others again. I had thought you had forsaken the company of others after the war. Or is that why you are here?
What is a skuda? Is that a Star Wars curse word that I was not aware of? I'm not plain and simple.
Your ship? Ah, the Ebon Hawk. It is not
It's
yours.
the ship I was using, and no one
Unless
else
you're
argued about it.
admitting to the destruction of the Puranas
No,
mining
no,
facility.
the destruction of the. What? It was not an accident. It was not necessary, but it wasn't my fault. But also, I don't wish I'd blown it up. It wasn't an accident, but this is the best thing to say.
Ah, an accident. Something beyond
Yes.
your control. You
Oh
have
my-
changed.
The Sith blew it up.
Putting yourself
The Sith
before the
blew it up.
galaxy, before the Jedi.
Atris.
You know what you have done.
I had not. I didn't do it. I didn't do it.
Without the fuel from Paragus, Citadel Station cannot maintain its orbit. It will crash into the planet and its destruction will echo across 20
I'm
other
sorry the
worlds.
Sith blew something else up. I apologize for being in the presence of the Sith when they blew up a planet. I did not do it. Jeez, this is really cruel. I guess we can talk more about the backstory of Telos.
Telos was a test to see if the Republic could mount a restoration effort on the Outer Rim. When it fails, the Republic will not finance another. The other Rim worlds, devastated by the Sith, will remain graveyard worlds, devoid of life. And that is the magnitude of your crime.
Paragus or of the war? I'm getting a little unclear at what you're angry at me for at this point. If it's Paragus, again, it wasn't my fault, but that makes sense. If it was the war, I feel like the Republic would be doing the exact same thing even if the Jedi had not gone to fight, if the Republic were still alive, so I can't blame that one on me. So yes, it would appear you're angry at me for Paragus. Yeah, now I can blame the Sith. I'm glad that these options are letting me say that.
The Sith?
Really?
What do you mean?
Really? You didn't? Oh, good lord. Woman, come on.
You speak truly. You have encountered the Sith.
Could you
I
not
can feel
tell
the
that
scars on you,
bef-
and you
oh,
encountered
whatever.
them on
Whatever.
Paragus. But what would they
Vague
do then?
powers of being
They
able
can't
to
have been
tell
looking for you.
what I... Vague empathy powers. That's the word I was looking for. He came after a real Jedi.
You. If they thought you were Jedi, the teachings of
Shut
the
up.
Sith
We
blinded
get
them
it. You
indeed.
don't think I'm a real
I am
Jedi.
the last Jedi,
Shut
not
up.
You.
Shut your
You
mouth.
betrayed our teachings, our beliefs, the very core of the Jedi Order. If these Sith attacked you, they will soon realize their mistake. And if you escaped, they most likely let you go to see if you would lead them here.
There must be, there's gotta be other survivors. I want to say one of these two things, but this is more important.
I said I was the last of the Jedi, Exile, and I did
You
not
might
speak
speak
falsely.
incorrectly, though.
There
You
are
just
others who
didn't
were
know.
once Jedi, but no longer. They will not take action.
What about
against
all your
this threat.
buddies? Are they not Jedi? Are they Jedi in training, or are they not Jedi at all, and they just help you out? What else is going on here? Maybe I could track down the other Jedi.
You offer your aid after turning your back on me, on the Council, The Jedi is not something you embrace out of fear. The commitment is stronger than that. Something you never
I didn't
seem
say
to
I was
understand.
going to be a Jedi again. Obviously, by the end of the game, I know I'm going to be a Jedi again, but my character's going through some rough times. So I never said I was going to be a Jedi again. I just said we needed to go get the other Jedi and convince them of the thing that I'm convincing myself I should not do. Aha!
But if you help me, it cannot be done from here. There are others in the galaxy who may help us against a Sith threat. If you can find them, gain their trust, perhaps our defenses shall be stronger for it. Take your ship, seek them out. If you find them, encourage them to gather on Dantooine. From there,
You
we
mean-
can call a council and see what can be done.
You mean the place where we had our Jedi Council in the last game and then it got blown up? Remember that in KOTOR 1? When we tried to have a base on Dantooine and it blew up? Because the Sith were like, we know you're on Dantooine? Maybe we should move things around a little bit. There's hundreds of planets in the galaxy. Maybe we should pick another spot? Maybe not? Okay, that's fine.
Then I shall send you on your way. It is now
Can I
time
please
for
have my
you to
lightsaber back?
We shall remove her, mistress.
Okay.
Come
Oh,
with us.
okay.
Are you all right, mistress?
The exile reminded me of something I had forgotten.
Forgive me, mistress, but I must ask. The exile. I have never seen another affect you so strongly. Was she important to you once?
We all have our heroes,
Is she my
and when we watch
ex-girlfriend?
them fall, we die inside. She made a choice once, and I did not. The day we judged her, I stood in the chamber, and she was so right. She was so certain of it. I doubted myself, but not now. She will never make me doubt myself again. But now I am tired. I must meditate.
Of course, mistress. I will tell the others you are not to be disturbed. And please, do not exhaust yourself. We can
Is that
attend
Catherine
to
Tabor? Sounds like Catherine Tabor. She was Mission, and then she was Padme in the Clone Wars show. So, it would make sense to bring back Catherine Tabor for another Star Wars game. That's all I'm saying. Sounded a little bit like Ahsoka too, but I don't think Ashley Eckstein did any Star Wars stuff before Clone Wars, so... Oh, hey, I'm just gonna go back over here and explore. So are we just gonna accept that we crash landed on the one plateau where there happened to be a Jedi Temple? Is that how the Force works now? Excuse me. It's cold to the touch. Crap.